Hi everyone, it's me, Wendy, and I'm going to be working on a Joy Sunday cross stitch kit called Sunset 3. It's a 14 count, and I got it from VIPCrossstitch. I'll put the link down below, and I will be working on black right down there. Let's get started. All right, so how are you all doing? Hope everybody's doing well. I've been doing pretty good. Went on vacation last week. We went to South Carolina to the beaches down there. Had a wonderful time. The beach water was perfect. It wasn't ice cold. It was cold enough to be refreshing, and the waves were awesome. I'll tell you, that took a beating from them. It was a great workout. You get out of the water and you're just like, oh my gosh, they're beating me up. But it was so fun, so fun. And we went down as with the family vacation. My sons, daughter-in-laws, grandchildren's husband. One son couldn't make it; he had to work, so it was kind of sad. But told him for next year, everybody's to put in their vacation time early so we can all have a great time together. And we did. We sure did. My 1 year old, I babysit my 1 year old grandson 1 day a week, and he got a beach chair to take to the beach. And so he's been using it at home to sit in and, he has fun with it. So every time he gets up from the chair, he grunts. He goes, ah. And so my daughter in law told me that he's been hanging out with me too much. Oh my goodness. And I have a video of him doing it. It is so funny. So, yeah, that's pretty hysterical. And the kids love the beach. Oh, my other two grandchildren, he couldn't get them out of the water. It was time to take a break and eat, and they just, are we going back to the water yet? And they are 6 and 9. So they absolutely loved it. We all did. We all had a great time. And then it was back home to the humdrum working, doing regular, normal adult things, paying bills. Have any of you taken a vacation this year? Where'd you go? What'd you do? Was it fun? This summer has been hot, 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 hot. We've had a heat wave here in Virginia, and it has just been miserable because not only is it just hot, it is humid as crazy. And for my job, now I do babysit my grandkids on certain days during the week, but my other job, I'm working outside at an amusement park. I am driving a float for one of the shows that they put on, and sometimes I usher. I wear many different hats at that park. And it has just been miserable, miserable hot. I have to stay out of the sun because just can't be in the sun. And of course, what am I? I'm all in the sun, and I end up suffering for it. So yeah, it's always something, right? But on a good note, the show that I drive the float for, I get to watch shows every single day. They're up there singing and dancing, enjoying themselves, and I enjoy the show. So bonus, right? It's hard to complain when you get to enjoy a show each day and watch the guests enjoy the show. That's always fun. And then down in the downtime in between shows, Sometimes I take my cross stitch and work on it. I've been working on this one a little bit and just get to chit chat with your work friends and have a great time. So it's really fun. It's just hot. Yep, so that part of it's not so fun. I saw Amazon had their Black Friday July deals recently. Did anybody get anything good? I found a board game I had been wanting, and I've just kept it on my wish list because I didn't want to pay a lot of money for it, and the price kept fluctuating up and down. And it finally got to the price point where that's what the, the normal price. And I just was like, man, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth the money, if I'm gonna enjoy it as much as I hope to. So I didn't get it. But on the Black Friday, there seemed to have been just a short window there I didn't know about. I went to my wish list and checked the prices of items, and this game was half price. And you bet you I jumped on it. I jumped on it. So I have to learn how to play it. And then my husband and I hopefully are going to get a game in this week. Because I like to find two-player games since for the most part it's my husband and I now just playing the board games. But we do have family game days as well, and I have plenty of games for those. But the game I got was called Harvest, and it's I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I guess it's about harvesting crops and everything. I'm not sure. It looks fun. Some of the people I follow on social media that tend to like the games I like said it was fun. So I went ahead and got it. Very happy I did. Very happy. Can't wait to learn it. But I think it's going to be a bit on the difficult side to learn, but we'll figure it out. Do any of you enjoy board gaming? Do you have a particular one you like the best? Do you have any recommendation for two players? Like I said, my husband and I tend to do most of the gaming, just him and I. We try to do like Wednesday nights our board gaming night. So where him and I will enjoy a game because I do have a pretty good amount of board games that we never get to the table because no one was around to do it. So now it's two of us. We're going to have fun doing it. And we are. We're having a good time with it. I go to my son's house. Him and his wife, they play a lot of games with us, and we are really enjoying the Hogwarts. Oh shoot! Now I'm confusing it with the computer game. Oh darn! It's a Hogwarts co-op game where you work together to defeat the Voldemort and the Death Eaters. It's a really fun game. It's got 7 parts to it. So you defeat part one, and then you add more aspects to the game, defeat that, add more. So we've gotten up to number 6. We haven't been able to finish 6 just because we ran out of time, not because we lost that part yet. Pardon me. And so we're working. We want to get to the final chapter 7 and just defeat Voldemort and his gang. But we'll get there. We're just really enjoying that one. We're enjoying the co-op type games where we all work together for one purpose and not fighting against each other. another co-op game that I had gotten for Christmas from my son is Stardew Valley. I know that's a video game as well, but they have a board game, and that one is really fun. We played that one, and that's another co-op one. That's you work together for one goal, same goal, and each one has different duties that they can do. So you discuss, well, if you do that, I can do this, so this will happen. And, it's fun. So you're not at each other's throats, you're working together. And we really enjoy that one as well. Yep, that's what we do. So I'm just going to stop this one so I don't have to flip it over and tie it off. And I'm going to start my new one that I have up here under my really fancy needle minder, just the magnet. It works perfectly, right? I'll make sure the thread is nice and tight under it. And start my new thread. So what are you all working on? Anything fun? I have got so much on my wish list. And some of them I'm just concerned aren't going to stitch up to be as pretty as the picture. So I love seeing when people show their projects, even if you repeat show it, because I might have not have caught it the first time. I know a lot of people are doing whip parades, and I myself might do one, but why don't you do a finish parade? I don't mind if I've seen them already. I'd like to see them again, because I'll tell you, my tastes change from week to week. In my cart on my wish list, I just went through one of them. I'm like, why did I put that on there? Well, at the time, that's what I wanted to do. And now I changed my mind. I don't want to do that one. So seeing finish parades again. Did I say whip parades earlier? Hmm. Well, seeing a finish parade again uh, might be some that I overlooked before and now am interested in. Just seeing how well they work up. Oh, I love watching those. I love watching whip parades. I love watching finish parades. And folks are always like, oh, you've probably seen this one, tired of seeing it. Nope, not me. Not tired of seeing it. I enjoy seeing it. And I love these stamped cross stitch kits. They are my favorite right now because my vision, oh my goodness, it has just gotten so bad. And here, I guess against the stamped image, you can see the holes much better than not. And as well as my vision getting worse, apparently my ability to count over, up, down is getting worse too. I, I can count something 2 or 3 times and mess it up. It's so frustrating. And, I make it a point being like, okay, you have issues with this, so let's count 3, 4 times. Let's make sure we do it right. And I do. And I count 2 or 3 times, and I am sure this is where this goes as far as counted cross stitch goes. And I put my stitches in there and I work and I work, and lo and behold, I did something wrong. And I have to pull it all out. It is so frustrating. And you just like, why? I was so careful this time. What is wrong with my brain? It drives me nuts anymore, and it's becoming so that it's not even enjoyable anymore. So this stamped cross stitch is really, really enjoyable to me. And I do have a bunch of counted cross stitches that I work on. I still work on them. I still mess up, but I will get them finished because I enjoy them. Well, I bought them because I really like the patterns and I just want to get it done. I'm still working on my cross stitches as well. Certainly won't do a stitch with me with a counted cross stitch because, oh my word, can you imagine? I can't even count right when I'm concentrating and not talking and not having to worry about my location on a camera, which, by the way, oh, okay, you look good. So, can you imagine uh, doing a counted on? I would have messed the whole thing up, every bit of it. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. Oh my goodness. There are so many stamped cross stitches out there now that I want, and it's getting to be bad. I told my husband, I said, this was today. I said, I need some retail therapy. I need to go buy a cross stitch kit. He says, and he was totally joking. He was being funny because he knows. He knows. He said, so have you finished the one you're working on? I completely ignored him and went out to the cross stitch site. And he says, did you hear me? Yes, I did. I am ignoring you. He says, all righty then. And yeah, he knows. He knows. And right now I'm working in a hoop. I typically do this one in hand, but I didn't know how I would record that. So I'm working in a hoop. I have a wooden lap stand that I'm using. It holds the hoop. It sits. I tend to sit on it. I just stick the base of it right under my leg, and I sit on it. And it works perfect. I did, however, have to get my husband to raise it up. He put a wooden block in it to raise it up a few inches, and now it's perfect. I would love a Lowery stand or something to go by my chair and hold it steady and just sit there in all its wonderful beauty. But I cannot even come close to affording one of those. So that's on my dream list. Not even a wish list, a dream list. Yeah, that would be just so perfect. What stands are you all using? What do you suggest? What do you like? Do you like hoops? I tried Q snaps. However, I have arthritis in my hand. Well, in every joint in my body. Let's be honest. And getting the snaps off the outside of the Q snaps, it was darn near impossible for me. I couldn't do it, and I was afraid that I was ripping or stretching the material too much. So I gave my Q snaps to my daughter in law, and I just used the hoops I've had for many years. Pardon me, I keep having to pause because I have to get a drink or clear my throat. Allergies are running rampant right now, and oh my goodness, just quite miserable. Even my ears are clogged from allergies. It feels like there's cotton in my head. Okay, so back to the hoops. So I cannot use the Q snaps. I gave them to my daughter-in-law, and I'm using the hoops. Yes, I've already said all that. I like the springy hoops, but the material gets very loose in there, and I know you can pull it a lot, and I still use them. I use anything that's within reaching distance. This one happened to be right next to me from where I had a project on it. So, yep, I just grab this one. I'll grab anything that's handy. I have one of my big projects, the one that I do the Stitch with Me on last time, Summer Sampler, I believe. That is on a wooden scroll frame, but I only have one of those. Maybe. Oh, yeah, because the other one I have is very small. It almost feels like it'll break if you put anything on it. That's how small it is. But yeah, I have that one on that, and I like that one, and I'm keeping that one on there because I tried stitching in hand on that one, but the stitches didn't look good, and that one I really want to look good. I want it to hang up in my house when I'm done with it. So I want beautiful stitches, so it stays in the scroll frame. But this one is going in our little, I guess they're called travel trailers. Tiny little camper, tiny. We bought it before the pandemic. We wanted to do a little fixer-upper of the tiny little vintage ones. And we bought one that was definitely a fixer-upper. My husband and I, mostly my husband, that was his project. And we worked on it for a while. We didn't restore it to vintage. We fixed it up to what would work for us as far as taking it camping. And it is the cutest thing ever. Of course, he did all the work and I got to do the decorating and all. And I did help with the work. I just didn't have as much time as he did. And now it is just so cute. So I use my cross stitch and many of my crafts to decorate the inside of it. And it's adorable. And our very first camping trip, taking it out, very first, it was done, ready for the road, was when COVID hit. I remember the weekend, it was like nobody knew anything about it yet. Nothing had closed down yet, but it was out there and it was time to worry. It was mask up, wash your hands, stay away from people. And that was the quietest camp experience I've ever had. It was just so quiet. People were afraid. And minus the COVID situation, it was the most enjoyable camping trip we had in our new to us travel trailer. Well, everybody, it has been fun. Thank you for sticking around, chatting with me. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. I'd appreciate it so much. And you all have fun. Bye.